This is big breaking news. A tragic attack has just happened at a Christmas event in North Carolina, and multiple people have been sent to the hospital and are in critical condition right now. So let's get into all the details here. You guys can see it says 4 people, at a Concord Christmas tree lighting. And this is a very sad event. People need your prayers right now because people are in the hospital in critical condition from this. You can see here's some video from the event at a Christmas tree lighting in Concord, North Carolina. There were thousands of people here at this event, tons of families here celebrating Christmas and starting the holiday season, getting it going. And sadly, somebody opened fire on a crowd and 4 people are now in the hospital and 3 of them are in critical condition. You can see here some more video of police officers responding in Concord, North Carolina. Officers have been telling people to evacuate the area, and the Christmas event has officially been shut down. All right, so very sad, tragic here. Please pray for the people that have been hit, and hopefully they don't suffer from any major injuries. All right, we still don't really have any details of what exactly happened and what's going on and the extent of people's injuries, things like that. Exactly. They're still looking for a suspect. They don't even have a suspect. They don't even know who did this. And all they know is somebody opened fire on a crowd and 4 people are in the hospital. Okay, so chaos. You can see people have their Santa hats on. There's like a concert going on. Kind of crazy, kind of giving me flashbacks to, especially just this concert scene, to the Las Vegas incident. You remember that? I think that was like 2018 or 19 when that happened. Okay, so very serious. You can see here it says shots rang out Friday, November 21st, 2025 during the Christmas tree lighting in downtown Concord, sending 4 people to the hospital. A WCNC Charlotte photojournalist was filming the event when he reported shots were fired around 7:40 p.m. The incident caused a disruption to the event, with officers setting up crime scene tape shortly after. It says emergency crews were seen as well, with at least 1 crew appearing to tend to a person's injuries. Brett Ford is a balloon artist who was set up at the lighting. He said people ran after the shots were fired. Quote, "We had a line of probably 250 to 300 people, then all of a sudden you heard what you thought was fireworks, but it's about 40 minutes early for the fireworks," Ford said. Quote, "And then all the panic broke loose. Everybody scattered, everybody started running, and people were falling down." Longtime Concord resident Teresa Harris said she was angry after having to hide in a pizzeria's bathroom, saying a festival event was ruined by what unfolded. Quote, "Everybody's traumatized," she exclaimed. Quote, "People are on the floor in the restaurant and they're crying. Children are shaking. Parents are hovering over their children. This is ridiculous. This is not something you want to experience at a family event." All right, this is something that my wife and I were just talking about, how we want to go to these Christmas events this year with our kids, but we are just worried about stuff like this happening because there's just so many crazies out there these days, and they like to target these Christmas events. This happens almost every year. There's something crazy like this going on at these events. Remember a couple years ago, some guy drove a truck through a Christmas event. It says here, Donna Leatherman Cook said the event was wonderful well before the shooting. Quote, "It just became chaotic. Everybody was running in different directions at that point. It was hard to organize the situation. Quote, there's no room for violence in our world. It is not known as of publication what preceded the shooting. Concord police later provided information confirming that 4 people were shot. 3 of the victims were taken to the hospital in critical condition, while the 4th is stable. However, it's still not known what led up to the shooting. It says the city government later confirmed it happened around 7:30 p.m. and said the remainder of the event was canceled, and visitors were asked to leave the area, with drivers asked to seek alternative routes. And it says here, anyone with information are asked to call police at 704-920-5027 or share information online. Officers are reviewing video footage from the event and talking to multiple witnesses. So, and it says here, police, Concord Fire, and EMS were already at the event and provided immediate aid and evacuation assistance. So, pretty scary what's going on here, right? And I hate reporting on stuff like this, but we were just talking about this earlier today. That's why I thought this was crazy, because we were just talking about these events are coming up kind of soon. They have them relatively early in some places. Like this one's before Thanksgiving. This one's really early. But a lot of them are like in the beginning of December, so we were talking about this. And I, just briefly mentioned, hopefully everything's okay. And then we see something like this happen in North Carolina. Okay, so please pray for the people that are in the hospital. Very tragic situation, okay? You're going to Christmas event and then something like this happens. It's sad, right? And nobody should have to deal with this. And it should be a safe zone, safe space to go to a Christmas holiday event, and it's just not anymore for some reason. Churches have been targeted. Christian schools, private schools targeted. Christmas events. Okay, we keep seeing these things happen over and over, and it's a pattern at this point. And it's sad to say, it's sad to see, but be very vigilant and careful going to any of these events, and keep your head on a swivel. And if you see something, definitely say something and report it. All right, and get out of there. If you get a bad feeling, you see something sketchy, try to get away from the situation. So thank you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying prepared, staying stocked up. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.